There is a certain magic to the mist. Imagine stepping out into a world hushed and quiet, where a silvery veil hangs in the air. Trees, cars, even distant rooftops are softened and blurred, as if the landscape itself is a half-remembered dream. The familiar becomes mysterious. Sounds are muffled. The world feels smaller, more intimate. This is the power of mist, a natural phenomenon as old as the earth, yet every time it appears, it invites us to see our world with new eyes. Mist is, in its simplest terms, a cloud that has decided to touch the ground, a collection of tiny water droplets, often less than 5/1000ths of a millimeter in diameter, suspended in the air. They are so small they seem to float, creating a shroud that wraps itself around everything it touches. Lighter than a heavy fog, more ethereal, it allows you to see a short distance ahead while cloaking the world in a dreamy haze. Throughout history, this haze has captivated our imagination. In ancient folklore, mist was a boundary between worlds, a place where spirits lingered, where magical creatures could hide just out of sight. Artists like Turner and Monet used it to soften the edges of reality, to evoke emotion and mystery. Filmmakers use it to set a mood, to build suspense, to transport us to a place that feels just beyond our reach. But mist is more than an artistic device. It is a vital part of our planet's water cycle, forming when warm, moist air cools rapidly, causing vapor to condense. You see it lingering over lakes at dawn or rolling through mountain passes, transforming the landscape in minutes. In the cloud forests of Costa Rica, it is so persistent that it nurtures entire ecosystems, a world born from and sustained by the damp, shrouded air. Mist also plays tricks on our senses. Sound seems softer, more distant, as the droplets absorb and scatter the waves of sound. Headlights stretch and glow, creating halos of light that dance through the haze.
But the mist is not the only veil that separates what we see from what is real. There is another, woven from its opposite, the shadow. Step into the world of art, and you will see that shadows are a language all their own. This interplay of light and dark, known as chiaroscuro, has shaped the history of painting. Shadows tell us where the light is coming from, how strong it is, and what kind of mood the artist hopes to create. Think of Caravaggio's dramatic scenes, where figures emerge from deep, velvety darkness, their faces bathed in a ghostly glow. Or Rembrandt's portraits, with their subtle gradations of shadow that seem to reveal the very soul of the sitter. Shadows are not merely the absence of light. They are a powerful tool for storytelling. By hiding certain elements, an artist can suggest mystery, tension, even danger. In Edvard Munch's The Scream, the swirling, ominous shadows amplify the sense of anxiety and unrest. During the Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci studied light scientifically, coining the
and guilt erode the boundaries between reality and delusion, as Macbeth is haunted by visions of a bloody dagger and the ghost of his friend. This is the telltale heart of fear itself, a mind turning against itself, where the environment reflects the inner turmoil. Flickering lights, disorienting angles, distorted sounds. In the film Black Swan, a ballerina's pursuit of perfection causes her identity to fracture, leading to paranoia and vivid hallucinations. The audience is left questioning what is real and what exists solely in a tormented mind. These stories draw upon a genuine human terror, the fear of losing control of one's own thoughts, a stark reminder of the darkness that can dwell within us all. But in the deepest fog, in the darkest shadow, clarity can sometimes be found. Revelations occur when the world holds its breath. Scientists studying California's coastal redwoods discovered that fog is crucial for their survival. On misty mornings, water droplets collect on the needles and drip to the roots, supplying up to 40% of the tree's moisture in dry summers, a secret whispered by the mist. History, too, is shaped by these moments. During the American Revolutionary War, George Washington's troops were trapped by British forces at the Battle of Long Island. Defeat was certain. Then a dense fog rolled in. Under its cover, Washington orchestrated a miraculous evacuation, saving his army. The fog was not just weather, it was a silent accomplice, a revelation born of obscurity. In folklore, fog is often seen as a veil between worlds, a space where truths emerge and the unseen becomes visible. But some stories never truly end. They linger. They become an unending whisper. Imagine you are alone in a quiet room. The lights flicker. Then a sound, faint, almost inaudible, yet undeniably real. The kind of whisper that seems to know your name. This is a phenomenon that has haunted human imagination for centuries. The banshee's cry in Irish folklore, the murmuring winds in Native American tales, stories of presences that refuse to be silenced. Science has its own version. Consider the hum, a persistent low-frequency sound reported by people in cities across the globe. Researchers still cannot fully explain it. Is it the machinery of the modern world, a quirk of human hearing, or an echo of the unknown? And then there are the whispers of the mind, intrusive thoughts that replay over and over, shaping our moods and decisions. In the digital age, these whispers take a new form. Algorithms quietly learn our preferences, creating an echo chamber that influences what we see and believe, guiding us without our awareness. And so we are left with a single haunting question. What is it that truly whispers in the dark? Out there or within ourselves? Is it memory, myth, machine, or something else entirely? The answer, for now, remains just out of reach, waiting, perhaps, in the silence after the sound.